Hi ladies and gents, I just wanted to do this quick clip to just introduce my video. My name is Whitney. I am a nursing student, full-time mom, and I also am a full-time employee. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos of just my journey, just so I can remember and so I can shed light on how to help other moms or other dads that's trying to go to school, whether it's nursing school or any kind of school, and how to balance life as a single parent while doing this. So I wanted to introduce my video because I noticed I had a whole bunch of clips, and again, I'm new to this YouTube stuff, so I just wanted to kind of format it a little bit. You're going to see a series of clips, so it's going to be kind of vlogish. So you're going to see a series of different clips at different times throughout my journey, and then at the end of the video, or at the end of the clips, I'm going to give you guys a few tips on success that I've learned so far through experience. All right, hope you enjoy. Hi there, YouTube family. It is 5:03 in the morning, and I am headed to my first clinical. This clinical site is a long-term care facility, so it's not just geriatric, it's all ages, and yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been up this early in a long time. I've been up since like 3:40, just getting ready. I got my bag, I got everything with me, and yeah, here goes nothing. I will be back to let y'all know about my day, but my clinical site is like an hour away from me, so I'm up. I don't have to be there until 6:30, but it's 5:00 something, and I'm leaving now because it's a 53-minute drive from my house, and then we have to meet in another location before we go to the clinical site. So I'm actually cutting it kind of close, so I will let you guys know how it goes. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all, so I wanted to give you guys a hot take on my first day of clinical. You see my hair, I had to put my hair up in these buns, and I was actually taking off my little bit of makeup, but I wanted to give a review on the same day because I don't want to leave nothing out. So first day was like a solid, I would give it like a 9 out of 10. It was a really good experience. I got to work with a lot of patients. I learned a lot. You know, I got definitely stronger with my skills like vitals and just knowing what to do and just, you know, keeping busy. Like I said, it was a lot to learn. It was a lot to take in. But I don't know. I felt like it was fun. My feet start hurting, so I'm going to get me some better shoes. And I was kind of prepared for that. I had actually bought new shoes for clinical, but I feel like you really need some supportive shoes that's going to support your foot tight. I think I got my shoe too high of an arch, but what to expect in clinical? Definitely got to have your hair up. I had my hair pulled back. That wasn't enough. With the type of patients we have, just to give you guys a little bit of what I'm doing, I'm in a post-acute center. It's like a long-term care center. Most patients there are like going to pass away there. It's not hospice. We did have a few patients on hospice. You know, I learned a lot about, you know, some different conditions we saw, like just a lot. Like I said, it was a lot to take in, but it just made me more excited about school, and it made me more excited about the journey. For some, it's, you know, it's not going to be for everybody. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm taking my hair down, I'm getting ready to shower. I came home, I finished my meal prep for the kids, and I just want this to be as real as possible, because if I stop recording now, I'm not going to remember these details. But I want to say, like I said, I think the most challenging part was just being okay with not knowing much. And where we are with our school, we started clinical actually a little bit before our time. We wasn't supposed to start clinical until 5 weeks into our fundamentals course, but we started it the first week of our fundamentals course. And I know every school is different. but our school, we wasn't set to start because we hadn't even learned basic skills yet. We learned everything literally at clinicals as far as our skills. We get into skills this week at school. But I think like that was like the most challenging part. Some of us are just like, when you are a mom, let me just put this down. When you are a mom and when you've been on a job for a while, you gotta understand going to school is fun and all, but it's a skill change. Like, you have to learn those skills. And being in school just has to, it's definitely something that you have to be patient with. You have to because some people are like taught to try to impress in clinical and definitely do your best, but be willing to learn. I think that's the main thing. I found myself kind of like, oh, I got this portion, or whatever the case might be, but I didn't have it the way I thought I did. So just being humble and just knowing that you absolutely are going in there like a baby and just soaking up that knowledge. I think I started doing better with it towards the end when I just kind of accepted that, so just be okay with knowing that you won't be as effective as you want to be at first, because you have to learn your skills. You got to learn everything, and even when you learn, you have to get good at what you learn. Okay, I'm enjoying school so far. I'm not liking the time, but I see the vision. You get what I'm saying? And the more I learn, the more things we go through, the more I know that nursing is really for me. It definitely is a sacrifice on your time, and when you are a mother, you have to be very meticulous about how you spend your time. And I'm basically, once you go to nursing school, believe the hype. It basically does take over your life, but it's in the best way. Like, I'm learning a new skill. I'm spending less time doing frivolous shopping. I'm spending less time hanging around people I shouldn't be around. Spending less time dating frivolously. Like, my time is spent worshiping the Lord, taking care of my kids, and going to school and working. That might sound like no life in some, but this is probably the most focused I've ever been in my life. Okay, I'm tired because I'm pretty much been up for 24 hours. My next video, guys, I'm going to just give y'all some tips on what I'm doing to manage motherhood, school, classwork, homework, work, just balance my life, because I feel like not enough content is out there of single moms that's truly working a full-time job. I'm talking like not here and there, not at night, not, like a full-time job in the day. I'm going to tell y'all exactly how I'm doing that and how you can stay organized. Okay, thank you for watching. Hey y'all, so I just completed my second clinical rotation, and I was at a nursing facility today, and I just want to say, first of all, I'm giving barefaced realness, so do not come for me for my oily eyelids. It's been a long day, but I would say today definitely was great. Like, I really got to see the impact of my work, and if I keep looking this way, it's because I'm driving, and I don't want to forget how I feel. So today was a good day clinical wise, and I feel like it was good because I literally prayed before I started my shift, and I went in, I told God to just use me, and I just got to, I feel like I just gave so much compassionate care, and I believe nurses always, most nurses aim to do that, but people get busy and they got, I haven't experienced that yet, but today as a student nurse, I feel like we really just gave our patients a lot of dignity. Like, one patient, wanted her hair washed. I did her hair for her. Like, I just really got to see the impact of giving someone dignity and respect who's in that type of position. And that's just as important as getting the medications right. Like, the last clinical rotation, I'm like, I don't know, my feet hurt, my legs hurt. Like, when you in school, everybody got doubts. Some people are absolutely sure they want to be a nurse, and then they start doing the work, or they get through school and they're like, it's just too much, it's not worth it for me. But for me, today just solidified that I have to keep going, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been very grouchy, and I talked to a few of my classmates. Apparently we all been grouchy, because the rumors are true. Nursing school is hard, and it's not hard because the work is just so hard. It's hard because you have to continue your life. Nursing school is really made for someone who has the time. Like, ideal nursing students would be those fresh out of high school with no bills and no children, and but a lot of us, we're going into our second careers, or we're just starting a little bit later than the typical young nurse age. So we are going with bills, with husbands, with households, with, so it complicates it. So for me, like I said, I've been weary. I've had to really lean on God. I've had to really lean on my faith because, like, I was negative. Like, I was really negative. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not like I was trying to. I'm just tired, overwhelmed. Like, I'm having to go to work and perform. I have to come to school and perform. I have to go to clinical and perform. I need to make sure I'm being a good mom to my children. I have, it gets really heavy, So I found myself just getting weary and well doing. I had to lean into my faith this morning. I literally woke up late and all. I won't even lie to you. I had anxiety, but then when I started to pray, and my mindset changed as soon as I walked through that door. I walked through that door and I just gave it my all. Like, I did more than what was asked of me, and I don't feel nothing but positive about it. I know this is just motivation for me to keep going, to not quit, to know that this is what I can do. This is what God has called me to do. This is what God has graced me to do. And even though things are hard, I heard somebody say it was really powerful. Yeah, nursing school is hard, but you can do hard things. I can do hard things. And God can give me the mercy and His grace and His strength. And that's a cup that never runs out. So I just want to just express some gratitude. I'm going to give you guys more nursing content, but I want to give a real-time, just view of, what this is like. Like I said, be prepared to be exhausted if you are a person who work or have children. A little backstory, if I haven't already mentioned it, I am a single mother of 2. My sons are 14 and 5, and I also work a full-time day job, and I go to school, nursing school at night, and I have my clinical rotations on Saturdays. Is it a lot? Absolutely. Am I wanting to change it for anything right now? No. God has opened this door for me, and with God's help, I've been able to continue working and doing what I need to do. So, all right, y'all. Until next time. It's tough. My feet are a little achy. I got to go home and get some homework done. And I'm going to do another clip just breaking down how I manage and balance my time as a single working mom in nursing school. Okay, y'all, so I want to go ahead and complete my video. So I am doing this on my way to school. I just got off work. So if you've gotten this far in the video, then I assume that you watched all those little snippets. And I just want to give a closing statement, sort of what I've learned in my first 9 months of nursing school and what I'm going to do differently this semester. So I'm now in my 3rd semester. I am missing an earring. I would deal with that later. I'm now in my 3rd semester, and I don't know, it's been a ride. It's been a ride of good, bad, pushing myself beyond my limits, noticing some things about myself that I needed to fix, and also being stronger than I ever thought I was as far as how I learn and what I'm doing. So to explain things fully, I am working full-time. I work a full-time job in the analytical field. So I use my brain and computers a lot at work. So it's not one of those jobs where, I work part-time here and I work here and there around nursing school. No, I work a full-time job. And I can't quit my job at this time right now. I ain't gonna say quit. Just in this season, I'm not, I don't plan on quitting my job because I am a single parent of 2. I've said this a few times in my videos. But I would say this, what I've learned most about nursing school is, let me just say this, let me just change how I'm saying it. And I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm all over the place, but I got to get this video done or it's not going to get done, because either I'm at work or I'm at school, and I'm in the middle of moving right now, and I'm a parent. So y'all are just going to have to get it how I give it to you, and one day I'm going to be more organized with a better format for these types of videos. I just want to be able to get this out. So what I learned the most with being a student while mothering and working and doing everything that I'm doing is you really got to be okay with saying no to people. And I know that's so cliche. Every nursing school video you watch, whether they're parents or not, you're going to hear that. But I realized, just even I'm a Christian, so I was a part of a few Bible studies. I was a part of a few women's meetings, and I'm like, well, these are small commitments, right? These are not big. I just pick up the phone and get on the phone. You don't realize with the amount of work that we have to do, the homework that I'm doing, the making sure my work performance is good. I don't have time. I do, like, literally don't have time to even do that kind of stuff, even if it is on the phone. So if you watching this and you are a mother and you're planning to go to school, especially nursing school, and you're going to keep your full-time job, go ahead and be prepared to say no a lot. Go ahead and get everybody in your life ready, because that's something that I thought I was doing well, and I realized in my second semester when clinicals popped up that I'm like, okay, I'm burnt out. I just don't even have the capacity. I don't have the capacity to show up. And yeah, it may not be a huge commitment that they're asking me for right now, but showing up is a commitment. You know, we sacrifice a lot going to nursing school. Nursing school is a huge sacrifice on our time. Whether you are a parent or not, it's a sacrifice on your time. So I realize every minute really do count. Every minute counts. And this is gonna be a much better semester because I'm saying no to everything. I can't make no meetings. I can't make, outside of work, school, and being there for my children, I just simply, this is a season of no. And it's going for a good reason. We got to keep in mind that we'll have time for the trips, the parties, the meetings, the Bible studies. They'll be there when I'm done, right? So I think I learned that was one of my hardest lessons, because I'm like, I felt drained a lot. And it's because I was giving so much energy to so many things. When nursing school requires a lot of energy, my work requires a lot of energy, my children requires energy, so I really got to be very conservative about my energy. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2, procrastination. Yeah, when you are a mother doing this, and for me, I'm also a person who's trying to stay fit. So, you know, it's either time with the gym or time with the kids. It's either doing my homework or catching up on work. It's always some type of monopoly for my time. So I learned to stop procrastinating. I never thought I was a procrastinator. I realized, nursing school made me realize that I was a procrastinator. That it was a lot of things I could be doing that I wasn't doing. You know, at an earlier time, or studying or anything. That's lesson number 2. You can't be a procrastinator. You got to go ahead and what you hear about the whole getting organized, that is very true. Get organized and do stuff early, because when it comes to nursing school, you got a lot to do. So you ain't got a whole lot of time to do it. And if you are a mother trying to be there for your children, the more time you take doing work, the more time you take to do this and that, the less time you have with your kids. Sorry, y'all. Got to get this out of my eye. Okay, so that's lesson number, what was that, 2 or 3? Okay. The third thing I learned about nursing school is it really reveals how people truly feel about you. You will think that people are happy for you and they're looking to support you. I'm not a person who got a lot of support in my life anyway, so it was not a shock to me. But I realized even the smallest things, like picking being able to do something, pick up the kid and take him home, or, you know, somebody help me. Y'all know I'm drained. I got this and that to do. I ended up getting some help, but I was kind of sneaking the help in, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, it was maybe one time in my whole last semester that someone actually called me and tried to do something for me. Like, hey, you know, let me get the kids. Not saying that anybody owed me that, but like I said, when you were in nursing school, some people think, I just wanted to prepare some people. You think that people are just going to be, yeah, let me support you. You know, let me see what I can. People are caught up in their own lives. Don't take it personally. But people are 100% caught up in their own life. And you will really see who your support system is. Let me just say that. And you will be surprised who is not a part of that system. You know, so it could be a bit hurtful. I'm not hurt because I'm used to it. But I know, just, you know, doing this video, that not everybody is used to that. Be prepared to be on your walk with your classmates. Be on your walk with maybe those people who are praying for you, who really believe in you. But most importantly, if you have children, be on that walk with your children. Nobody encourages me more than my kids. Nobody keep me going more than my children. And I'm actually celebrating a lot of stuff with my work family as well. But I don't speak about school to my immediate family a lot. You know, I don't really get the encouragement. You know, I get the don't quit thing and, you know, the generic responses, but I don't get that much. You know, nobody ain't paying that no attention because everybody got their own stuff going, and people really don't care as much as you think. Your goals are your goals, you know, so just remember that. Okay, I learned that in nursing school. So what else? I would say number 4 is like the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He comes to, it's so many times throughout this process, I'm like, how worth it is this? Like, I just felt, you know, and I realized it's really a trick of the enemy because you see so many videos, you see so much commentary. It's hard. It's not hard. It's not that hard. If you study, it's not that hard. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Nothing is too hard for God. That's number 1. So watch what you're taking in, and everybody's experience is not going to be your experience. But the devil will come steal your peace via, you know, maybe it's social media. You seeing all these negative things that, oh, this type of nurse don't make that much. That type of nurse ain't that much. You need to do this and that in school. You need to just stick to what the plan. Make a plan for yourself as far as what you want to do with your nursing career. Some people want to work bedside, some people don't. Some people want to work in the hospital, some people don't. Some people want to go right back for a BSN program, some people don't. There is no wrong answer to it, and don't be in competition, because it's like, I noticed, like I said, just being in school, you will find that people be in like a silent competition with you sometimes. And it's like, why we compare it? It seems like it's a compare, especially when you get to clinical. You will see, like I said, it'd be like a silent competition. Don't get wrapped up in that. The devil is coming to steal, kill, and destroy. People play nice, but people are watching, and if you have to be very discerning when you are a person that's on a mission. Because before you know it, you'll make a rash decision, or next thing you know, you don't feel like you're doing good enough. You all in the next person's business, what grade they got on this and what they got on that, because you're in constant comparison, because you were in competition without even knowing you were in competition. Your only competition is the old you. So I don't even know what to call this number 4. I would just say have discernment and stick to your goals. Know why you're going to nursing school, know what you want out of nursing school, and stick to that. Don't let nobody sway your opinion. I don't care what you heard online. I don't care what your classmates are doing. I don't care what your family think. I don't care how crazy people think you are. Whatever your reason is for going and seeking this education, you stick to that. And especially if you got kids, because there's going to be a lot of things that pull you to the left and pull you to the right. That school's this and better, this and that. You know, it's going to be so many things that make you feel like you're doing something wrong, but you're doing it right. The devil is coming to disrupt your plans. So just stay on your post as far as your discernment, because it's going to be a lot of just like quiet warfare, and that could be in the mind, it could be just with the workload, it could be with the people around you. There was times I just felt just, I don't know, like, oh, maybe I need to be doing this, and I caught myself like, maybe I should be doing that, and I should be, no, your way is your way. And God is gonna, you have to pray. You have to have a prayer life in this process as a mother that's working in school. Because without God, you're not gonna do it. I'm here to tell you that. I don't discourage nobody. You can do all things, but you really can do all things through Christ. It is God who is keeping me. Know that this is not me and my perfect life, and no, God is keeping me and making a way for me. That's number 4. Number 5, stay out of drama. Stay out of drama. It's gonna, this semester, I'm making a personal vow to myself that I am not gonna be wrapped up in complaining. There was so many, and we had our reasons, don't get me wrong, and I was a part of it. I won't say that I didn't complain. We all had to complain about different things, but complaining is really the devil's language, and it don't make anything better. So what I've learned in my 9 months so far, and I'm going into my new semester, just don't complain. We are in school for a short time. It might feel long, but it's a short time when you think about life. What is 2 years for the rest of your life? You get what I'm saying? It ain't that long of a time. I'm telling myself this go round, I don't want to complain. God has been so good. I'm so grateful that I can do what I'm doing. That even if things are not perfect, because things will never be perfect in life, I'm done with the complaining. I'm done with the complaining about this and that. You know, you will learn. If anybody's watching this video and they're in nursing school, they know what I'm talking about. Don't nobody complain more than classmates. They complain so much. And I ain't talking about just my specific group. I'm just talking about nursing school in general. I've been a part of online forums. All people do is complain. Stay up out of that, because you will get discouraged so quickly and it will throw you off. So just keep yourself surrounded by positivity and try to be a light in the situation, because it's not you. Everybody, we're all going through a hard situation while being in school anyway. And the last thing we need is to be reminded of how hard it is. It's not hard. We can all do it, and we have to remember that. And I think I'll close this video out by saying time management is absolutely key. If you are a mother and you are trying to go to school for any reason, you have got, number one, let me just keep it all the way real, because a lot of people, we watch these videos and it's so generic, it's not personal. Number one, if you're going to work and go to nursing school, you are a person that needs to work, get a flexible job. My job is a serious job, but it's somewhat flexible. I don't have a set time that I have to come in and leave. And if I did have a set time in my life that I had to do that, I'm not sure I would be able to do this. That's why I did not do nursing school for so many years, or any school really, for so many years, because you have a tight schedule. You're someone that has to clock in at this time, clock out at that time. Unless it is a set schedule every day that works around your school schedule, get a job that's somewhat flexible. And there will be days like you will have to recharge yourself. It's going to be days where you're going to be a little low. You have to know, you have to have a job that's accommodating to that. Like, I wouldn't recommend a person who schedule frequently changes to be in nursing school. I wouldn't recommend a mom who worked for a company that'll fire her if she missed a day or two. That's not, it won't be, I won't say you can't do it, it'll just be a lot harder. So for the moms that are working, that's trying to do this for real, you got to get a job that's flexible. Either a job where you can control your schedule a little bit, or a job that's kind of family friendly or school friendly, that knows what you have going on, that can assist you with getting this done. Because otherwise, it will be very difficult. That's number one. Two, to my moms who don't have a lot of support, like myself. Maybe you don't have family that's going to help you keep up with the kids, or ding, 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 before you start nursing school, get you a trusted babysitter. My children are school age. My oldest is 15, my youngest is 5. And before I started the semester, when I know I would, because last semester, let me just tell y'all, I basically was in school 5 days a week. It was so hard. It was so hard. And it wasn't hard because the content was so hard. It was hard because it was just so much time. But how I helped myself, I made my schedule work. Okay, how I got through that semester, number one, is I designated some backup babysitters. Ladies, I don't care what nobody say, money is never everything, and God make all things happen. Let's start with that. But money make a lot of things. You need to do right with your finances. It's very hard to do this with no money. This is for my ladies who don't have any support. I'm not talking for those people who got auntie, mama, cousin to watch their children. If you're someone that don't have anybody to watch your children and you're trying to go to nursing school, and your schedule is kind of conflicting with the kids, do get you a trusted and reputable babysitter for those days that you have to, those off days. Like tomorrow, usually my oldest son will be home and my youngest son will be home. I take about an hour or two, they have a sitter. But tomorrow, my oldest son is going to be playing in a football game. So I have a babysitter that's going to be getting my youngest son until I get out of school, so about 2 or 3 hours. That is key. You have to be able to have a little bit of resources to get babysitters if you need them. Because it's going to be time, maybe you just need time to study. It ain't even got nothing to do with your work schedule, school. Maybe you just need a couple of hours. You're going to have to trust somebody with your kids, and you're going to have to be able to pay them. I found my babysitter on Facebook. She was a Facebook friend. I interviewed her. I was able to see her house. I was able to talk to her. I was able to see all the different kids she was keeping. It is a gamble. I'm not going to say it's not, but when you are working with limited support system, because when you watch every nursing video, they will tell you, you need a support system. You do. But the reality is everybody don't have that. I want to tell you girls how to win this without having that. How you do it? Have money. have money, and be able to do the work. And it took me like a month or 2 to get my babysitter. I didn't just get anybody. Got her, seen what her rate was, made sure I had a little bit of money saved up for the days that I needed her. I didn't need her all the time. I had only needed her twice throughout the whole semester. But have some resources to pay somebody to keep your child. It's too many people that's trying to do things. They're not being realistic about it. So have money for backup babysitters. Be able to, because you don't want to have to lose what God is doing for you because your family won't support you, because your man won't support. You want to be able to do things and empower yourself with the resources you do have. And babysitters are resources for all. There are plenty of websites. There's people online. There's all kinds of, but do a background check, run a criminal check, and get some reviews. That's the most realistic advice I can give a single parent that's trying to go to nurse school. Lastly, I'm going to really end it with this, because this is something I'm really talking to myself. Do not spread yourself too thin. My biggest my biggest problem is not sleeping at night. I wake up in the night sometimes, and next thing you know, I'm going to work a little later than I should. So because I went a little later, I have to stay a little later, and then I'm running into nursing school like a minute or 2 before the door locks, or even after. I was late almost every day last semester. That was ridiculous, because a lot of those days I could have just slept at night and worked earlier. I'm taking accountability for that. So, but it was because I was spreading myself too thin. I was trying to work out every day. I was trying to, get it, sometime with the kids every day. I was trying to be the best employee ever. I was trying to make it to school. It was a lot I was doing. So how we do it is you have to quiet your brain. Social media is a huge distraction. Kill the distractions and lock in. You have to lock in. There's times where I still be online now, but I delete the whole app off my phone so I could focus. I went and got me some supplements, some lion's mane, so I could focus at work. Because I was kind of slipping on my work a little bit, because there was so much going on with school and clinicals and this and that. I can't afford to slip on those things. So get you some rest at night. Make sure you're being efficient with your schedule, meaning that if you can do work earlier and allow yourself some study time, then do it. Don't last minute work and then you're trying to run off to school and then you ain't got no time to study. Don't do what I did, because I could have did a little bit better last semester, although I passed. But that's time. Basically, it all boils down to what I already said: time management. Schedule your time where you get some study time in between your schedule, and it may not be much for people like us. So for me, I'm going to work 7 to 3. School starts at 6. That in-between time is going to be just a little bit of time with the kids and some time to study. That's what I can do for myself. And designate a study day. So one of my days, like, I'm not going to be going to school on Mondays now. That's going to be my study night. I'm going to use that whole night to study. And then in school it's going to be the next day. So come up with a study schedule, get you a planner, time management. That we not saying that for nothing, y'all. It's real. Time management is everything. You have to manage your time. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was inspiring. Can't wait to get through this semester. This semester I'm taking pharmacology and maternal health. I'm a little nervous about it, but I feel like I'm going to be okay. I did buy a book. I'm also in the middle of moving. So I know I'm preaching to the choir and I'm talking to myself with these tips, but I just want to give y'all a real world how this really looks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and let's talk. Have a good one. God bless.